you doing? How are you doing? Well, this video is going to be what is in my plastic bag. What is in this plastic bag? I'm going to set it down here because it's so noisy. This plastic bag was hanging on my closet doorknob, and I hadn't looked in it for a little bit, maybe about a month, I think. So now we're going to see what the heck is in here. Hopefully it's not anything shocking or embarrassing. That would suck. There's 3 items in here. This is Hyper Tough 12-pack painter's tripods. It says elevates and supports items while painting. Paint all sides while item is still wet. Interlock to support unwieldy items. Can be screwed down to secure. There's the back. We got these whenever we were redoing part of our kitchen. I did not have to use these because I was just outside painting my cabinets. I had my cabinets on a tarp, and they have like a little pedestal, so I didn't need to use these. But I will probably need to use these whenever we hang up our wall cabinets, because I'm not going to be painting them outside. And we'll probably take the cabinet door off, and it'll be just like this. See this right here, that picture? To where we'll have them on all 4 corners, and we'll set the cabinet door so I can paint, let it dry, flip it over, and paint it on the other side. These come in handy. I've never used these before, but my husband was telling me about them. Have you ever worked on a project and you're thinking you need all of this stuff, so you buy this stuff and then you just don't use it? And we don't really ever return it. We just keep the stuff. I guess maybe we'll use it later on. That's noisy. I always find the plastic like this is really super noisy. If I do my fingernail, I have to be very quiet, because if not, it's super loud. just do my finger dip, I can do it at my normal speed, and it's not so loud. Have you ever used these before? Have you ever seen these? Did you even know what these were used for? And then if you try to scratch on this, it is loud. Especially the cardboard part. And there's 12 in here. Well, let's move on to the next item. Do you know what that is? Pro Edge Paint Pour Lid. Makes pouring paint fast and easy. Keeps paint cans sealed and reduces mess. We normally will always buy these for our paint cans. Whenever we were painting our walls, this was months ago, we did not use one of these. It was the biggest mess. It was just the biggest mess. Because you get that paint around the lid, around the edge of the lid and everything. You gotta wipe that off, and it's just a pain. So I love these. I love these. And this was just an extra one that we had. This I definitely would want to keep, because it seems like you're always kind of painting, or you're wanting to paint something. Not every year, but It's like a rubber type deal, and see, that makes a different type of noise. And see, that's where the paint comes out of. See? Hi. And you just put this picture right here, right there, showed how to use it. You have your paint can, and you set this on top of it, push it down, and then when you're ready to pour the paint, just lift and just pour it out. And it's not messy. Improved easy pour spout angle for more control. Oh, I guess you gotta pull tab up to pour. So there's that. Oh, let's see if I can take this out and I can show you. Because I want to keep this, I'm not returning it. We seldom return things because we'll probably use it later. See, this is what it looks like. It's like a rubber, it feels rubbery. It says, oh, that looks like a little breather cap, doesn't it? That whenever you want to pour, it looks like that's up when you want to pour. That's what it looks like on the little panel here. Oh, instructions. Let's read the instructions. That would help. Okay, open the air vent. This is the air vent hole. Snap lid onto the paint can. So this is going to be closed. Pop this. Place this on your paint can. Pull tab to put the spout at an easier angle. That. See this? Pull this up. See how it is now? It would be like that. When you pull this up, it puts us at a different angle. See the angle now? How it is? Before, it's up like that. It's like straight up. When you pull this, it goes down at an angle like that. And then you're ready to pour. I would just pop this open because I'd be afraid that it wouldn't be able to come out. Pop it open and then just pour it. Just pour it out. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Have you noticed anything today? I have the light a little bit lower today. In a lot of my other videos, the light is a little bit brighter. There's two ways to do the lights in here. So I have it on the lower one. It makes a little bit different noise. Listen here. Doesn't it? Compared to this. I think because of that hole. Let's open it and see if it makes even a different noise with it open. Oh yeah, it does. Listen. This is with the hole sealed. Now let's open the hole. Come on. Now listen. Closed. That's cool, isn't it? That is what I like to do with my channel. Sometimes I don't like just to stand here going, just randomly tapping on stuff, just tapping, tapping, tapping. I like to find the different noises that each product makes. Like that, like this. You never would have never guessed that it would sound different. I like figuring out stuff like that when it comes to tapping. I know it sounds weird, it sounds strange, but hey, that's me. This is like a little nib. Like some leftover little material. That sounds pretty cool. That sounds good. For some reason, this reminds me of a popsicle stick. I don't know why. The plastic kind. I don't know if they even have those anymore. You know the popsicles that, they're like cheap popsicles. They're just regular fruit popsicles to give to kids. And they come in this big gigantic pack. Well, they used to have popsicle sticks that was all different colors and they were plastic. They weren't wooden. I hate the wooden sticks. I can't stand the taste of that wooden stick in the ice cream or the popsicle. I always had to eat down to where the stick was and then just throw it away, or pull my ice cream or popsicle off of the stick and then try it. If I could taste that stick, that part had to be trash. I could not take that taste. It was just, I just didn't like the taste. It was like, but the plastic ones was fine. And I don't think they do that anymore. But that's what it reminds me of. Holding on to a popsicle. A plastic one. A plastic candle. It probably wasn't that great for the environment. That's probably why they don't do it anymore. Look like a mask. I could put my nose right there. Hello, hello, hello. I thought it was going to echo a little bit, but it's not. You put it on your head. Hey, this almost looks like you could be the Tin Man. With that down. Oh, now you can't put it on as a hat. You could be like the Tin Man. Like, you gotta be creative with items. Sometimes you have to take an item and go, what else could I do with this item? rather than what it's meant to do. Especially if you're like trying to have fun and play with children, you want to be creative. Use that brain. Because kids could figure out all types of things that they could do with this. But you want to use your imagination. My hair's kind of crazy today. Ooh, that's vibrating my head. Give you like a little massage. I wonder if it'll set up here. And I have on my sweater today because it's cold. It's cold out. Okay, let's put this up. Let's see what the last product is. Oh, wood glue. The reason why he bought this wood glue is because we bought our cabinets from Lowe's. And these are the cabinets that you paint yourself. They're like naked wood or whatever, is what I like to call it. You prime it, you paint it, it's all yours. They're a bit cheaper than the ones that are already painted that you can get. So when my husband and his brother was moving everything, and they were being very gentle, they put it into the barn. Some of the pieces on the cabinet fell off. They did not feel like loading those pieces back up, taking them to Lowe's. So they just used some wood glue, but his brother already had some and it was already opened. So they used his. So now we have ours. Yeah, they had to glue those pieces. It was probably about 3 or 4 different pieces that just fell off. It's just like, pfft. I was like, wow, that is cheaply made. Have you noticed that things don't last? If you haven't been around on the earth as long as me, whenever I was growing up, things lasted. I mean, things lasted for a long time. You didn't have to replace it. The only reason why you would replace it is because you just get tired of looking at it. Now, it's like your refrigerator or something will last maybe 3 years. Maybe 5. But I'm talking about things lasting for 20 plus years. They don't do that anymore. They're not made the same. Why? Why can't they be made the same? Why? Do they do that on purpose? Do they make stuff now to where they go, this is going to only last the person about 3 to 5 years, and then they're going to have to buy another product from us. Are they doing that on purpose? I don't know. Because why is it in the olden days stuff would last forever? And a lot of times whenever people were selling their stuff, you would go, oh, why are you selling it? We just got tired of it. We want a different one, or we wanted a different color one, or something like that. And then you would get it, and it would last you. Sometimes things change, and sometimes not for the best. Sounds almost like a lawnmower or like a moped trying to crank it. That's a little bit loud. I haven't told you the best story yet. Last night, I don't even know what time it was. It was like probably early morning or in the middle of the night. I normally sleep on my left side, and I had one of my little cats sleeping around where my belly is, all curled up. I knew she was sleeping there because I saw her before I fell asleep. That girl woke me up in the middle of the night. Guess how? You give up? She must have stretched. You know how cats will stretch and they just stretch out their paws? Well, she got her little nail hooked right there. See right here? Right up underneath my nose, my nostril right there. The nostril hole right there. Hooked it. I was like, I woke up from a dead sleep. I had to move her claw out. It wasn't like stuck all the way through, but she had it hooked somehow. So I got it and put it back down, and then I just fell back to sleep. So when I got up this morning, I had a little bit of blood right there. Have you ever had that? Has your cat or dog woken you up doing something crazy? And I know she was probably just stretching out her little paws, just going, and not even thinking about it, and then hooking me like a fish. I couldn't be mad at her. I was just like, and then I just put her little paw down, and then I just fell back to sleep. But that hurt. I can tell you one more thing that's funny. At least it's funny to me. everybody dreams. Some people remember their dreams and some people don't. I typically remember my dreams. I always go to sleep on my side, but sometimes I wake up and I'm laying flat on my back. And I'm just like, why? I don't like sleeping on my back. Well, I guess my body does sometimes. That's not the funny part. I had a dream that someone baked this chocolate cake with this nice chocolate fluffy frosting, and it looked awesome. God, it looked so yummy. And the person told me it was gluten-free. Of course, I'm going to go, okay, especially if I know that person. Okay, it's gluten-free. Are you sure? Yes? Okay. Well, I put it in my mouth and was chewing on it for a little bit. I didn't swallow it. And someone said, "That's not gluten-free." So I went, like that. In my dream, I didn't get a napkin, honey. I didn't do whatever. It just flew out of my mouth. Well, when I woke up and I was laying flat on my back, I went, where's my mouth guard? I blew my mouth guard out. Whenever I was dreaming and I blew the cake out of my mouth, I actually blew my mouth guard out of my mouth, and it was laying right here on my chest. I couldn't believe I did that. Because my mouth guard fits good in my mouth. But I couldn't believe I did that. But have you ever done anything like that? Let me know in the comments if you have. That's the wood glue. Alright, here is your 3 butterfly hearts. I hope you have a great, great day. I hope you enjoyed seeing what was in my bag. It's something different. If you have a request, just let me know down in the comments. I love you. Thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it. I really, really do appreciate it. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your time. I know your time is precious.